What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. As we know, the New Orleans Pelicans future is so damn bright with what they have going on right now, but they have lost 9 games as of late in a row. So today we're going into 2K, and not that they need my help or anything like that, but we're just gonna try to fix this problem, I guess. The only thing you really need to do is have Zion healthy, of course, but we can add on to that and make this roster borderline unstoppable. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one. Of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. But yeah, the Pelicans have lost 9 straight games, which is absolutely insane. Zion has not been playing, as we know. Ingram just came back not that long ago, but you would think with the amount of talent this Pelicans roster has that it wouldn't matter too much. This team should still be able to win a couple games without them. You have CJ McCollum, who definitely is capable of leading you to a couple wins or whatever, but it just hasn't been working out for them. So what I want to do today is I want to try to make the Pelicans, like I said, borderline unstoppable. You have Zion Williamson, you have Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, Joe Val, Herbert Jones, Trey Murphy. Such a talented Pelicans roster. It's not even funny. This team is so damn good on paper, and I want to make it even better. So what I'm going to do is we might stop the trade deadline, we may not. If we look at our rotation right now, Zion is getting closer and closer to returning to health, which is a good thing because they need him back desperately. They need him back really badly. So what we're going to do is we are going to probably wait till the offseason, but if there is the option at the deadline where I can make a major move, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to bring someone in that would just honestly make this team borderline unstoppable. Like I said, apparently they're interested in John Collins, but I don't really know where John Collins would fit for the Pelicans, where they would want to play him. I'm not going to trade for him personally. I just don't really like that too much. So I'm going to still wait to the end of the season, and we'll see where we finish up. I assume that we will still make the playoffs because the Pelicans in 2K, as we know, are just that good. But regardless, we are going to simulate to the offseason, and I'll see you in the offseason where we can make a major move to make this Pelicans team unstoppable. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props app that allows you to choose overs or unders on your favorite players that you enjoy watching each and every day. It is available on mobile or desktop, and this is how it looks. They give you the number, and you're going to choose over or under on it. They pretty much have every sport you can imagine, whether it's soccer, NFL, NHL. They have a ton of different options. So this is how it works. You choose between 2 to 6 players, 2 being 3 times your money, all the way up to 6 players, 25 times your money. Prize Picks has just elevated my watching experience to a whole new level. So if you want to sign up, I also have some of my entries as examples here. That way you can kind of see how it works. But if you want to sign up, links in the description. Use code Crushables. They match your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. So Luka wins MVP, Paulo is your Rookie of the Year, Jones 6th man, Joel Embiid Defensive Player, and Alperen Sengun Most Improved, and Joe Mazzulla is your Coach of the Year. As expected, this team turned it around, and they did make the playoffs as the 4th seed in the West. We were the 3rd seed at one point. Player stats, you had 22 from McCollum, 20 from Brandon Ingram. Zion fell all the way down to 13 points per game, I guess, which is interesting to say the least. But regardless, let's go ahead and fix the rotation. They want to start Dyson Daniels, so it'll be CJ McCollum, Daniels, Ingram, Zion, Joe Val. I'm not sure I love that, but if that's what they want to do, I guess, then sure, why not? I know Dyson Daniels is going to have a ton of trade value, which is why I think we might be able to get somebody like really good in a trade. So I don't care to win a championship this year. If we lose, no big deal. But knowing that, okay, so we lost in round 1. That's good. I actually didn't want to win right away because as we know, the Pelicans, most of the time, they do win right away, but we don't need to this time. We got the Miami Heat being the Timberwolves in 4 games, so Jimmy Butler still owns Minnesota, I guess. And now it is time to get in the offseason and look for that beautiful trade we've been kind of gassing up. I don't know where we're going with it just yet. We are projected. The Lakers actually end up making the playoffs, it looks like, so we aren't going to get a lottery pick from them, which kind of sucks. But we do end up getting, what pick do we have from the Pelicans? Or 18. So we get 18 from the Lakers. The Wizards actually get the #1 overall pick, although they've been pretty good as of late. Regardless, though, it is time to take a look. What player would be available? Because this team has so many assets. I think the team should go for it. Like, if there's a guy that's available and you want to make that move, I think you do it. You have so many assets, like I said, that if there's a guy that is going to push this team over the top and he's just absolute game changer added to this roster, I think you got to do it. So, of course, as usual, I'm looking around the league and kind of seeing what's available. And there's something I'm kind of thinking about. It probably would never happen in real life. Let's be honest. If I make this trade, it's probably never going to happen. But there have been some rumors surfacing around the team that I'm about to say. And that being, I did the Trae Young Hawks thing yesterday, so I don't want to do that again. Yes, I could add Trae Young to the Pelicans That'd be amazing. Trae Young and Zion. That sounds scary. But I have an even more interesting idea. Like I said, things have been kind of surfacing around this team, and I'm not sure they would go this route, and I don't think they would. But the team I'm kind of hinting at is the Phoenix Suns. They plan to evaluate, I guess, after the season. There's been kind of some things surfacing around them that they plan on changing some things up after this season, whether it's move on from Chris Paul or whatever. So obviously that means they're moving on from Chris Paul, maybe trade DeAndre Ayton. The guy you would never think that'd be traded away is like Devin Booker, right? Devin Booker is never going anywhere, and I would agree with that. But what if we could convince the Suns to give us Devin Booker, and we give them a package they just can't refuse, and we add Devin Booker next to Zion and Brandon Ingram? Or even Brandon Ingram's in the trade if we need to do that as well. But Zion and Devin Booker could be a crazy duo. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. Like I said, I can't imagine the Suns would ever make a trade with the Pelicans or whatever. So it's out of left field, but I'm going to try to make it happen. So let's see what I can do to try to offer this up. I have Dyson Daniels, who should have incredible trade value. Literally, I need to match the salary. I have Joe Val. I also have CJ McCollum. So I feel like if the Suns were going to do this, they'd probably want Brandon Ingram, but I'm going to try not to trade Brandon Ingram. So let's say CJ McCollum's in the trade instead. And then I give you also, do I have any other young players? Devontae Graham's not going to really get it done. So let's say I offer this Lakers pick. I offer this Pelicans pick. I offer this other Bucks pick. And then I offer another Pelicans pick in the future. So Daniel, CJ McCollum, and 4 unprotected for Devin Booker. Would they do that? Or would Brandon Ingram make the trade go through? I feel like Brandon Ingram in the trade would make it a little bit more realistic. Kind of why I want to do Brandon Ingram instead, which is kind of interesting to think about. If the Suns were going to go rebuild mode, they could go with Ingram, I guess, and then Dyson Daniels. But I'll try with just CJ, and they do agree to that. So just like that, we get Devin Booker on the Pelicans. Would this ever happen? Probably not. Never going to happen. But you know what? We made it happen, and Devin Booker is now on the Pelicans with Zion and Brandon Ingram. So kind of interesting to think about. I feel like if Ingram was in the trade, the Suns would maybe consider it. I don't think CJ McCollum gets it done, but I'm doing it just for today's video. So yeah, that's kind of what we went with. And we still have the 18th pick in this draft. So let's go ahead and see what we can get at 18. The Suns go rebuild mode, which again, don't actually expect that to happen. I am going to take Gregory Jackson here. He is a great player off the bench immediately. So going to take him. 77 overall, immediately can play. Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Marshall, Jose Alvarado, a lot of good players here. We can make another trade. We still have assets to make another trade. Jackson Hayes as well. And then free agency time, we got Jackson Hayes, who's a free agent. And then do we have money like sign anybody else? We do have a mid-level we can use, so we'll definitely keep that in mind. So right now it's Jose Alvarado at point guard, Kyra Lewis Jr. You have Devin Booker, Herb Jones. You got Brandon Ingram, Zion, Trey Murphy, and then you have Joe Val, Larry Nance, and Willie Hernan-Gomez. So what I want to do is I am going to play Devin Booker at point guard. I know it's not really what he does. Obviously, he's more of a shooting guard, but that way we could start Herb Jones and then maybe start Trey Murphy if we need to as well. I'm going to move Trey Murphy to small forward, like him there a little bit better. So Trey Murphy's going to be playing our backup small forward, backing up Brandon Ingram. You'll have Herb Jones starting next to Devin Booker. Jose Alvarado will back up D-Book. Devontae Graham's salary, I think I kind of want to use in another trade. You got Najee Marshall, Greg Jackson now, and then you got like Larry Nance, who is a really good backup center, and then Willie Hernan-Gomez. You still have Jackson Hayes still sitting out there. So we have assets to make another trade, which is what I kind of want to do. I guess what we could do theoretically is have Devin Booker still play shooting guard, and we can get like a really good point guard, which we could do that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and try to make that happen. So I'm going to go around the league and see if there's another guy I can add to this team, maybe at the guard position as pair next to Devin Booker and Zion and Ingram. All right, this is what we're doing. We're trying to get DeJounte Murray from the Atlanta Hawks. DeJounte Murray and Devin Booker in the backcourt along with Zion. Yeah, that just sounds absolutely insane. So that's what I'm doing. Trey Murphy, Lewis, Najee Marshall, and Larry Nance to match the salary. We don't have to include any first because obviously we trade all of them for Devin Booker. So if we could offer this for Murray, do they accept? And just like that, they do. We get DeJounte Murray as our brand new point guard for this team. We're moving to point guard, moving Devin Booker back to the shooting guard. So now that's our new backcourt. So it's Murray, Jose Alvarado, Devin Booker, Herb Jones. You'll have Brandon Ingram, Zion, Gregory Jackson, and then Joe Val, and then Willie Hernan-Gomez. But I plan on probably bringing back Jackson Hayes. and Hernan Gomez could just be more depth. So that was the game plan. We made this team literally unstoppable. So you have Bruce Brown as a guy off the bench as well, who I think is perfect for what we could use at the small forward spot, backing him up. So we got Bruce Brown, and now we can re-sign Jackson Hayes as well. And now we have our roster going forward. So boom, just like that, in one offseason, we put this Pelicans team on the map and ready to go win as many championships as possible. This team should be able to do that. Player progression, Zion's up. Joe Val is going down, so eventually we could look to replace him. But for now, he's a good starting center. Herb Jones is up 3. Murray is up 4, which is amazing. I don't know why he progressed that much. But hey, I'll take it. He's up to an 89 overall. Sure, moving to point guard works out, I guess. So now this team should be, like I said, borderline unstoppable. So that is kind of what I wanted to do today. Is this a little out of the realism realm? I mean, technically, yes. But the Suns, like I said, I don't think the Suns would ever trade Devin Booker. But with the way the Hawks are going right now, with everything that's been surfacing around them, maybe they could trade Murray. I don't know if they would. And then they trade Trae Young, go rebuild mode. Just kind of depends. But Murray, Devin Booker, Ingram, Zion, Joe Val, Herb Jones, Bruce Brown, Gregory Jackson. And then I am just going to run a 9-man rotation and have Willie sitting out and have Jose Alvarado play there instead. So that's what we're going to roll with. And we are going to see how this is going to go. Jackson Hayes not getting minutes either. Proficiency is 4-star balanced. We can be 3.5 perimeter centric. I guess I'll run a balanced system. Let's simulate this season with Ingram, Zion, Murray. Oh my, this is a nasty tandem. If this team ain't the first seed, I'm going to be disappointed. That's all I got to say. Trae Young wins MVP with DeJounte Murray gone. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year in Washington. CJ McCollum, 6-man in Phoenix. Giannis, Defensive Player. Garland's Most Improved. And JB Bickerstaff is your Coach of the Year. Harrison is your Executive. So, Trae Young, Luka make it. Giannis, LeBron, Jokic, All-NBA second team. Do we get like Devin Booker or Zion making it? I don't think. It doesn't look like it. Okay, so all defensive first team and all defensive second team. And we got the first seed in the West. Of course we did. Player stats wise, we had 25 from Zion, 23 from Devin Booker, 20 from Murray, 15 from Ingram, 12 and 9 from Joe Val. I honestly think I'll probably just bring back Joe Val unless there's a better center I can get. Gregory Jackson, 11 points off the bench. Herb Jones, 7, and then 6 from Bruce Brown, 5 from Jose Alvarado. So overall, pretty solid. And we get to play the Denver Nuggets in round 1. So hopefully we can beat them. Somebody current round. Honestly, think this team should just coast to the finals. I would hope so anyway. I feel like this team we threw together is just absolutely insane. So let's hope that goes that way. We swept the Nuggets, and now we get the Rockets. Let's see what happens here. Somebody current round, and we beat them in 6. So they did give us a little bit of trouble, but got Kyrie Irving going to the Jazz. I don't know why he always signs with the Jazz. It's so weird, but they got Vucevic as well. They got Kessler off the bench, Sexton. Pretty good Jazz team. Hopefully we beat them. Somebody current round, we beat them in 5, and now get the Cavaliers. Now, this is the ultimate test. If we can beat the Cavaliers with no issues, I think we made this team unstoppable. So game 1, they're up 1-0. We even it up. Game 3, we may not be the unstoppable team we think we are. 3-2. Looks like the Cavs might still give us some problems here. So let's see if we can win game 6 and push this back to the land. We should be able to, I would imagine, but the Cavs are just that team, I guess. And it's not looking good, boys. So we did lose here in game 6, 150-123. All right, Cavs go on to win it all. Fair enough. Fair enough. Iguodala, Kyle Lowry, all those guys are retiring. To the lottery we go. All right, my next step is to, I guess, okay, this Pelicans pick, or this Milwaukee pick, just became the 3rd overall pick. I mean, what more could you really want out of that? So that becomes an absolute game changer. Staff side, I got Willie Green. Going to keep him around, of course. So now we just need to, honestly, I think the biggest thing we can do now is upgrade the center position. So if we can get a good center for that 3rd overall pick, yeah, I'm going to do it. So I don't know who would be, I mean, wait, if the Bucks sucked that badly, there's no way they make Zion, or not Zion, Giannis that, available, right? Buying, yeah, this team will never trade Giannis. I was about to say, it'd be cool, but as far as centers I can snag around the league, I really want a huge upgrade. So Bam Adebayo, they're buying, but he's not untouchable. Okay, we can maybe come back to that. Hornets have nothing. You got like Walker Kessler, got Sabonis on the Kings, but not really what I'm looking for. Anthony Davis, we can bring him back to New Orleans. That'd be kind of fun. Claxton, he's a free agent. Jokic, oh, he's untouchable. Damn. Okay, Porzingis, Joe Val, Jalen Duren, Siakam, Şengün, Ware, DeAndre Ayton. I don't really want DeAndre Ayton. Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren could be interesting, and he's not untouchable either, so I kind of like the idea of that. Jakob Poeltl, Victor Wembanyama is untouchable, of course. Joel Embiid, they're contending he's untouchable. Okay, fair enough. Jarrett Allen is not untouchable. He'd be kind of perfect, or Robert Williams. Maybe I can find a way to get Robert Williams. I just need like a lob threat. You know what I mean? Like someone who's just going to come in here and play amazing defense. Joval is pretty good as well. Don't get me wrong. But I guess I might as well just draft with this third overall pick. Booker goes number 1, Wagner. And then we take, I assume, what is this? The Mikey Williams? No, it's not. Collins, Omari, Mack. I guess I'll take Damian Collins. I don't really know who the best player would be here. Isaiah Collier. Hopefully one of these guys just has amazing trade value. I guess I'll go Collins here at the top. And we'll just use these guys later on. So he was a 74 overall. So let me take my L. Collier would have been the right pick, who I was kind of looking at, but whatever. I still am going to have trade value regardless. Not too worried about it. We got Sebron, Herbert Jones, Liddell. Bring them all back. And then free agency. The only one we really need to worry about is, of course, Joval. Oh, Murray's a free agent as well. So need to bring him back. And then is there anyone else who's a free agent I need to worry about? Joval as well, which I'm bringing back Murray 100%. So let's make sure we bring back DeJounte Murray first. Well, let's actually look and see if we can make this trade first. And then once we bring in Murray, we can once we get a center that I like, let's see what centers are available out here. So AD, Sabonis, Siakam, Claxton, Vucevic, and Kongwu, Jalen Duren. And Matt, I really want Anthony Davis. I know it's kind of funny. I don't think I'd be able to afford him, though. He's going back to the Lakers on a 4-year deal. He has a no-trade clause, so that's not happening. So that can go out the window. Sabonis is no offers right now. On Kongwu's here, Siakam is here, Claxton is here. I can't afford any of those guys. So I have to look and see. I have to look at guys who are actually under contract right now. And the most realistic option we can snag is Bam Adebayo. I don't even know why I call this realistic at this point. This video is not that. So I'm going to go ahead and try to offer this and see if they'd accept that. They don't agree. Okay, fair enough. I'll give you Carlisle as well. And now we have Bam Adebayo as our new center. So we have given up quite a bit of depth, but we still have some. But now Bam Adebayo is our new center. Zion, Brandon Ingram. Yeah, this team, I mean, we technically could call this an 82-0 challenge in a way. So, giving Murray his 5-year offer. So, we're going to bring back Murray. And then Herb Jones we're going to bring back. And then I'll probably try to bring back Joval as well if it lets me. And then we can go from there. So, let's see. Can I afford Joval? Is it still going to let me do that? Yeah, I can. So, Joval as a backup center. Yeah, we're getting kind of crazy here. Never mind. I can't sign Joval back. Never mind. That's not happening. Okay. We've already gotten a hard cap. So we have Murray, Jose Alvarado, Booker, Ingram, Bruce Brown, Zion, Gregory Jackson, and Bam Adebayo. All right. Whoops. Did not mean to do. I thought I was still in free agency. I'm just simulating. So if I can just get, well, I guess I got to sign somebody. So TJ McConnell, we have a backup point guard. We have a backup small forward. We have, okay. So really all thing we need is Herb Jones back. That's it. So if we're going to bring back Herb Jones, we should be solid. And then Liddell will come back. Maybe he progressed a little bit. So, and then if I can sign Willie Hernan-Gomez back, I guess I will. Minimum deal, might as well. We'll do that real quick. And then Herb Jones is back. Yes, he is. So Herb Jones is back. Player progression. Everyone is progressing. Bam is up. Ingram is up. Herb Jones, Gregory Jackson's up to an 80 overall. So overall, this is looking damn good. Maybe this team could even go 82-0. That's not really what I was going for in this video, but hey, if we can win like 70 games this season, I would be all for it. I really would. So let's see if that is the case. Power ranking is going to only land us at number 8. Here's rotations. Murray, Booker, Ingram, Zion, Adebayo, Herb Jones, Gregory Jackson, Bruce Brown, Jose Alvarado. Proficiency lands us at a 4-star perimeter centric. That's the best we can be. It could be actually a 4.5 balance. So guess we'll run a balanced system this season. I don't expect to go 82-0, obviously, but hey, 70 wins on the season. That'd be kind of cool if we could snag that. Let's see if we can get to that point. Probably not, but a man can dream. So at the end of the season, we do finish up as the 1st seed in the Western Conference. 24 points from Zion, 20.5 from Booker, 18 from Murray, 16 from Ingram, 15.5, and then 13 from Gregory Jackson as well. As far as where we finished record-wise, 60-22 on the season. The Rockets behind us and the Timberwolves right behind us as well. So clearly, we're looking to go win a championship. We got the Portland Trail Blazers who have Naz Reid. Actually, I wouldn't mind Naz Reid as my starting center, to be honest with you. Defensively, it may not all be there, but I feel like Naz Reid, once he gets an opportunity to be a starting center somewhere, which I'm hoping the Timberwolves maybe give him the opportunity somewhere else at the deadline, I feel like that man could become very, very good, but we'll see. Somebody current round against them, and hopefully could take care of business. We beat them in 5. Take care of business. We got to the finals last year, and now we get the Jazz again. We beat them. Cleveland's over there taking care of business as well. Somebody current round against Utah. We beat them in 5. And you got Cleveland and Boston. Got Sacramento sitting in front of us. As cool as the story you guys are, I think we should be able to beat you. And we beat them in 5. And we get to play the Cavs once again. So it's Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers. So a lot of fun here. Let's see if we can beat them this time. Game 1. We're up 1-0. 31 points. This time we brought Bam Adebayo. by the way, so we should be able to beat you. 2-0. That's what I'm talking about. 36-12. If we sweep the Cavs, yep. If we sweep the Cavs, Pelicans have gone on to win a championship. Zion, 23.5 points per game, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. That's what I'm talking about. And just like that, if we take a look at this roster, we made the Pelicans unstoppable. And I don't know what the point of this video really was. I wanted to do a Pelicans rebuild, but like they already are so damn good. Like because they lost 9 straight games. I'm like, okay, they're already so damn good. So what do I do? I mean, it was kind of just taking a look at it. The Pelicans could go a number of ways with the roster. They have so many young players, still future draft picks to be very, very excited about. They have a way, not to put together this roster exactly, of course, but they have a way of bettering their roster and getting a really good superstar here in New Orleans. If Trae Young became available, they could make that happen. They really could. They have the assets to do it. If Booker somehow become available, which I doubt it, they could make that happen. Murray, Bam, like all these guys they could bring in, they have the ability to do so. So definitely an interesting thing to think about with the Pelicans. If they want to pull the trigger, they could really go crazy with this roster. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless, because right now they've lost 9 straight. So clearly, without Zion, they are just kind of struggling. If you're a Pelicans fan, let me know what you guys think is the problem. Zion not being healthy is probably the biggest one. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like on this one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.